heart attack. Fast fatal heart impact. Past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions. Fact, don't ask. Grab reactions. Jacked attack with every word. Then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused. Call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now. Y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Minishot here, and now, before we do start, let's give a brief little overview. Now, The Quiet Place. As many people might understand and know, the series is quite easy to understand. Now, there are monsters from space. If they hear a noise, they will hunt it, without remorse. They will eradicate the source of it, with no hesitation, and it will be their only objective. And how does that factor in MHA? Now, we'll start with Deku. Deku, he does have his mother's quirk. However, unfortunately for him, his quirk wasn't that strong. Now, Deku, he did get into UA. However, he only got in because of his test scores. And there actually is also the fact that right now, it's a Saturday. He's sitting at home and he's trying to think. He's bored. I mean, there's not much to do. He's caught up on all this stuff. He's studied, and right now, he's tired. He just wants to go to bed. And Deku, he is thinking about all that, as he is listening to some music with his headphones on. He knows that his mom went out shopping, and his dad, he's still working out overseas. I mean, it's certainly something else. He does wonder though, when will Dad come back? And what time will Mom be home? I mean, he understands that she has been somewhat stressed out about a few things lately. But, I mean, it's to be understood. He got into his dream school, UA. And while he did want to be a hero, yeah. The hero course, that seems a little extreme at this point. I mean, he's heard a lot of rumors about the teacher in that class. And right now he's a bit happier. His teacher does seem to be a bit more chill. And Deku, he is thinking about it a lot, as he actually does something roll over and fall asleep. Now, Deku, he will gonna wake up later. His headphones are still playing music. And right now he does go somewhat yawn and get out of bed. Him walking out of the door as he does look around. It's quiet. I mean, really quiet. Deku walk over to the sink and going to somewhat pour himself a glass of water before looking outside. And when he does get a look outside, he does see a few things. It's strange. The sun is still up, but what is that? Is that a fire out in the distance? Now, Deku, he does go to Deku pull out his phone and go to someone pause his music before finally hearing something. It sounds like a loud smashing sound. And Deku does go to someone turn. Him watching as the door is being struck over and over again. Right now, Deku just goes to freeze. Looking at a few of his messages. He met some people in class. And then there's some texts he does have from his mom. And she's trying to ask him if he's okay, if he's safe, if he's somewhere safe. And Deku, he doesn't understand. Now, there actually the door is going to fly open. And Deku, he just doesn't stand there, frozen, watching as something is come walking inside. And Deku, after going to see some shadow, he'll literally turn. Him going to reach out for something to use as a weapon. As Deku's telekinesis, it does literally pull something up and out of a block. as a knife is floating there in the air, and Deku is just going to turn and stand there. If the intruder does step inside the room, the knife can go flying. It can hurt them. I know you're there! Deku just shout. And the moment the sound can be heard, the creature does going to turn and rush forwards. As Deku does send the knife flying forwards, he does see the large creature. Him diving to the right, as the creature does try and smash downwards onto the counter, smashing into the sink area as Deku does hit the floor. Now, the creature is then going to turn, attempting to smash towards Deku, as Deku he actually going to pick himself up and fly backwards. Him moving out of the way as he doesn't understand what that creature is. Now, Deku is going to look directly back upwards towards it, as right now he's floating in the hallway. What the hell is that? Him thinking to himself. Okay, he's got to get ready. He's going to come at him again. Deku bring up his hands. And right now the creature, it does just somewhat stand there. It's 7, 8 feet in front of him, right? But it's just looking around. It's staring right at him. It's going to pounce at him any second now. Now, they're going to stay quiet. He needs to focus. Put all of his abilities into a psychic attack, maybe. Would that even work? No. He's thought about doing that before, but he's never tested it. Okay, so just make a barrier. Make a wall. That being what Deku does do. And right now, Deku, he does think that he's safe. As the creature does get a turn and start to walk away. Why did it just do that? Deku going to reach down for his phone. And there actually is the sound, it does get heard. The phone clattering onto the ground, as Deku just going to reach down towards it. Him grabbing it and smashing it downwards a bit hard. As it does make a slight sound, the creature is going to turn back its head. It going to directly look around and try and find the source. As Deku does going to float upwards a bit more and back upwards onto his feet. Him looking out towards it. As the creature, it does have these strange flaps on the side of its head open. And Deku does watch. As he does just somewhat sit there silently. That thing. Its face. It doesn't have eyes. Now, Deku, he's smart. And right now he does hear a loud crashing sound, as there actually is a scream in the distance. The creature turning and running directly out of the door. Deku just watching it fly over the side. And right now he does just stand there. Before going to look down towards his phone and going to try and call somebody. As right now, Deku, yeah. He gets no answers. And there actually is a few minutes later. Deku, because of how much he's been trying to use his powers to survive, they've gotten a lot better. And currently, he is somewhat floating above the ground. As he does have his gear in his hand and a bag over his shoulder. Him just somewhat moving forwards. And being careful. Him avoiding the glass, as he actually is going to set his feet back down carefully. And beginning to step forwards. Looking around. Deku passing a fire truck, as he does go directly look to his left and see a creature. It's been odd. He's heard many reports about them, and seen much on the news. I mean, the visual media, they sent out massive amounts of reports. They don't know what these things are or where they come from. But from what they can tell, they hunt using a form of echolocation, maybe? So far, destroying one has been proven to be incredibly difficult. And, well, a lot of people, they've fallen in the last couple months. The world, they got turned tipsy-turvy. And Deku, he's somewhat been on his own. He tried to find help. Tried to find anybody still alive. But it's hard. I mean, the few people who he has run into, the few people who have actually been friendly, they're, well, strange people. They know not to make a sound, but at the same time, they know he's a telepath. And Deku, he does wonder what he can trade them. He knows that he might actually have found a way to open a specialized container. One that would make a lot of noise, but it should have something good inside of it. If he's correct, it has been touched since before this all started. And if it does have something of value inside of it, then trading it, he can get some good food. Maybe even a battery? I mean, they've thought about solar panels before. He's thought about finding some, but maybe not. That'd be what Deku does think. As right now, he does carefully step through a glass door, and Minishot bring his hand down, moving the glass out of the way. Stepping down and into the store. As Arita's gonna walk in, he does look around. And then there actually is that small sound in the air. Him going to turn his head and see somebody step out from behind a counter. Them bringing their hands up and showing that they do have a weapon. As they do so, I'm going to mouth to Deku to not move. And Deku is going to bring his hands up before going to point to his head and then go to point towards his mouth. And the person, they are confused. As Deku is going to slowly bring out his hand, extending it to the left, and show them what he's talking about. As Deku, he has a Doki lift a small can up into the air. The person turning their head and seeing that. Their eyes somewhat widening with fear. Because they think that Deku, he's about to cause a massive amount of sound. But Deku, he does slowly go to lower the can before going to point back to his head, and then point back to his mouth again. And the person, you just want to lower the weapon, understanding Deku a bit better. Telekinesis. Hello? Who are you? This is my spot. I already got it. I called dibs on the stuff I saw here. Okay, listen. I don't mean any harm. I'm just trying to find that container that's here. The container? My god, you're talking about that thing with the fucking noise bomb on it? Yeah. You know where it is? I do, but you can't open that thing up. I can, actually. How are you going to do that? I mean, if you open it, those things will come running. Yeah, I've heard. Listen. Right now, I think I have a way to open it. Get some of the stuff inside. If I can, then I might be able to split it for some food. Maybe find something good. Maybe a solar battery. I mean, something at the very least of value. Okay. That's all I'm here for. The rest of the stuff here, that's all yours. No. What? Then bring their hands back up. Listen. When did you find that thing? Okay, I found it a while back. I left here, but I didn't realize it was a sound bomb. Or it had one of those things connected to it. Listen, there's very few good people left in the city. Okay? I'm just trying to survive. I mean, I haven't found any evidence of my mom or dad yet. Okay? My dad's overseas, and my mom. I still haven't found her. Please. I don't want her to walk into the store one day and find me like that. Dead. Or torn apart. I'm not gonna kill you. What? Listen, I'm just saying. Don't try to open that container. Whatever's inside it, it can't be worth it. I've heard a story once. Someone opened a bomb. Or the noisemaker. And it wasn't worth it. 3 people died. 1 got ripped in half. And they didn't go peacefully. And you know what was inside of it? A fucking bag of chips. And an alarm clock. God. Right? There was also a few firecrackers, which they were useful. Anyways, this is actually the longest conversation I've ever had in a while. Yeah, sorry. Um, I meant to introduce myself. I'm Azuku, Kyokijiro. Nice to meet you. Listen, if that thing's not worth it, then I better get going. Hold on. Your ability. Do you want to team up? Team up? I don't know. I'm sort of on my own. I've gotten used to it. Listen, your ability is useful. I get that. But if you team up with me, we can start looting a few things together. Besides, if you're gonna try and head to the next building over, it's booby trapped. How do you know that? Because I tried to go in there earlier, and I must set one of those things off. Right. Okay, thanks. Listen, um, is Zuku? That's cool, right? If I call you that? It's fine. Okay, fine. If we do team up, then what do you got on you? Any sort of skills? I mean, that I should know about? I got a bow, and I was taught how to hunt by my dad. Okay, and where's he at? He's gone. Listen, if we team up, maybe we can help each other out. I mean, I know a place outside the city that could be helpful to us. It's down by the river, under the bridge. We shouldn't be disturbed there. An old sewage drain. Really? Yeah. I mean, it's quite a walk, but we can make sound there. Actually talk instead of this. Actually, I do want to go back there soon. Night's gonna be coming soon, and I don't like being out here in the dark. I can't see the branches on the street. Nor can I, properly sleep. No, I get it, I get it. Fine. Now, the two do go to walk away. And Deku just tried to talk to this girl. Apparently, she went to UA as well. But she's one of the people who got into the hero course. And her quirk, it actually is a bit useful. She can generate sound waves. And Deku, he's a bit more curious by that. Her quirk is a hazard right now in this world. But he does wonder, can she disrupt the monsters? Can she harm them? No. That's what Deku is thinking. As the two are currently walking. And as the two are walking, Jiro, she actually is going to turn her head, bring her hand up, and stopping Deku. Deku is stepping forwards into Jiro's arm. Before Jiro does get a jerky, bring her hand up and point. And Deku, he is going to turn his head, seeing a monster. As Deku, he actually is going to bring up his hand. Him picking a rock above the ground and shooting it at high speed into the distance. The rock smashing into a building and creating a large sound. The monster turning its head and bursting itself into speed that direction. Now, Jiro is going to turn her head and give a thumbs up, as the two are going to walk away. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next mini shot.